So you like that vest? Where you got it from? TJ Maxx?
Hello guys and welcome. Thank you all for coming in. So, today we are. So yeah, today I was given the opportunity to interview Prism TV. So for those that don't know, Prism TV was one of the few people that had called out uh, Kris Tyson regarding their escapades, and I would believe that this I think with Prism coming out as he did regarding the the information that he discovered regarding Kris, it set the stage for so many of the people to come forward and tell their story about Kris Tyson and inadvertently Mr. Beast. I told Prism that we will start in 20 minutes, but I like to do like a little preamble, just speak with the audience a bit. So there's no rush for him to come. I did find interesting a chat that regarding the first dog pack video that came out. He insisted that he was going to make a video himself without Prism coming out to the forefront. But I find it a bit too convenient that the timing came as it did. Because I felt as though that with Prism, he gave these people he gave those two, Jake Weddle and Dogpack, the confidence to do so.
60 years.
And
never see dog. When you don't check it, you don't have problems.
I feel like with unlike those two, Dogpack and Jake Weddle, Prism, said what he needed to say, and from what I'm seeing from his YouTube video, has not been milking the content, and like he is waiting on stuff to come about.
147 over 91.
He just waiting stuff to come about from what I see. Also, let me just show off his YouTube channel for those that have not looked at his YouTube channel. 1 second.
147.
Okay, let me go here.
136. That was good. What? 133. But the bottom number is the one that's very important. Okay. That's not that high. Your top number's high. Yeah, your bottom number's pretty good.
Got into contact with him.
Damn, this was a bad day.
Sorry.
62 over 101.
So his last video that he did was regarding there you go. Was regarding
you need more potassium in your diet.
The response between Jake Weddle, his response to the Jake Weddle situation come about with the Delaware situation. Which, by the way, I think when it came to the one thing I find interesting about this whole Mr. Beast situation is, simply put, that you have two employees that have so much that worked with him And it just feels as though they would be the ones that be consistently pressing on the issue, trying their best to shed light on the issue. I mean, it was Dawson or Dogpack that pointed out about the hiring practices or the ill conduct in the company, and Jake was the same way too. But I just have a feeling that uh, they both mishandled the situation. They both mishandled the information and the dissemination of information regarding the Mr. B situation in a very delayed and skewed light. Especially with the whole dog pack stuff, where it was a lot of secondhand knowledge, and there was like maybe crumbs or bits and pieces of people, bits and pieces of someone having misgivings. But again, it goes to show you that either those two were unmotivated to continue on, or they have nothing left. And if they are waiting for a response to come out, I mean, that's unfortunate. Because again, it is up, you guys, those two were the ones that wanted to break open the story. They're the ones that made multiple videos about the situation. They're the ones that, had people watching. And I feel as though that with Dogpack and Jake, it was all a gimmick. It was all about wanting clout. Okay? And that's unfortunate. But, I do want to take the time to, at least give a thank you to Prism for, coming by. I mean, for agreeing to come on and to speak about his experiences, his views on the situation, because we haven't really heard anything from anyone else regarding the Mr. B situation. Oh, the Delaware situation. And stuff. I'm still looking forward to see what they will be doing. Second. Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they will be doing if there is a legit response from Beast. But hey, we'll see. But yeah, we're still waiting for a Prism to come by. So let's see. Kia's here. Dead Arm is here. Welcome.
Is it ready yet, folks?
I wanted to it was a great stream this morning that we had regarding the McMahon stuff. Again, the investigation. I'm sorry, the documentary was pretty good. After I finished watching and doing the stream review and giving thoughts about that, I come to find out that Vince is deciding to do a counter documentary to speak about all the points that he felt was not fair to him throughout the whole documentary. And like I said, I think it was nonsensical to. It's regarding I find it interesting that Vince decides to do the documentary. He said some really heinous stuff, and then he didn't do the interview because he has to deal with federal indictments. But yeah, and also for everyone here, like after the interview is finished, we will be taking questions from the audience. So, like I said, feel free to post your questions, and we will get them answered for you. For that, let me close this out real quick. 1 second, let me take this out.
What did Dr. say to
you? Here. 1 second. Oh, shit. Where are you? There you go. Cool. But yes, how are you? It's strong. Yeah, it's strong. And good.
They have nothing to do with the situation.
Sure. But how are you doing, Patrick? I hope you're doing fantastic today. You So you're smart to the wrestling business, right? Of course I am. I've been a fan for a long time. Like I said, I know about the things that were covered in the documentary, minus the federal indictment with Vince. I knew about. I mean, there's more that was not covered in the documentary, but I got a grasp of it. I understand. I understand mostly what. I really side eye my fire alarm today. Booga booga. Wait, why did you side eye your fire alarm? What happened there? What did the fire alarm do to you? And hello, Mr. Sen. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well as well too. Oh, let me fix the thing. Hello, chat. Wait, what do you mean? Violent enthusiast. You had to be. Oh, what, Patrick? What the hell did you do last night? Always for Patrick and his streams. Which, by the way, let me get the let me get his stream going. 1 second. Oh, I need to save this. Save this to list. Okay, I'll quickly Patrick. Copy here. No. There you go. Gotta do a little bit of promoting. Why, hello, welcome.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Prism 42. Welcome.
Oh, can you hear me just fine?
Yes, let me bump you up. Okay. And perfect.
Oh, can you hear me just fine?
I hear you perfectly. Thank you for coming in.
Sure thing.
Yeah, so like I said, welcome in. To start off, I wanted to ask, how did you first, how were you first aware of the Kris Tyson situation? Yes.
I was browsing 4chan one day and I saw people were posting about or someone posted about the tweets where he was posting about lolly or depictions of kids or whatever, and I investigated that and then I found all this other stuff.
Oh. And how long did it take for you to make the first video you did in the park?
So I made all 3 videos I recorded them in 2 days, but I was on kind of a tight schedule because I had to release everything I had because of the Mike Clum thing. And I still can't explain everything that happened with that, but I'm trying to get everything put together so I can. But I need to have certain documents or some supporting evidence to show what I was saying is true.
So you're still working on the evidence currently right now? Are you able to say that at least?
Yeah, about the Mike Clum thing, because it's not just Mike Clum. There was other people involved, and the claims that I would be making, they might be considered some pretty larger claims. But I know that these things happened, so I need to just find the document that I'm trying to look for that I know is somewhere.
Wait, this particular document that you're looking for, it
has to do with the Bryant Moreland investigation.
The Bryant Moreland, the EDP 445 one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Well, it's so I can actually have evidence of everything of what I'm saying. Because otherwise people aren't going to believe me if I were to say what was actually going on behind the scenes. And I will say all the stuff that people are saying about Mike Clum and what Steven Azark were saying. I mean, it's all bogus. And that's what I'm trying to find is some supporting evidence. I already have some supporting evidence that would show the claims that I'm making. But
but for my audience out there who haven't watched the videos, what claims are you making? Can you illustrate that, please?
Oh, well, I haven't said this publicly yet, but I guess I can just go ahead and say it, because I mean I've already told Mike Clum before, but he doesn't really believe me. I was in contact with people that were collaborating with law enforcement about the Bryant Moreland thing.
So you were speaking with people that, and these are not the president.
Yes, that were talking with law enforcement.
Right. Okay. So that's what you're trying to. So those are your claims that.
Well, there's a lot of claims. For one, his name's not even Mike. That's not even his name, or at least that's not his first name.
Okay. Interesting. But again, so are you trying? So I'm trying to understand something. What are you trying to accomplish with you proving these claims? Are you?
Well, it's because that Steven Azark guy, he literally slandered me. By the way, he was trying to say that I doctored photos or that I was impersonating someone else. That's complete bogus, and there's literally no evidence for that.
Okay.
And that's what I was going to talk about. But, like, the reason why I said before that I couldn't talk about these things is because, there's sensitive information, like, that sort of stuff.
Okay. So
the Bryant Moreland investigation stuff, I mean, that sort of thing.
So there were accusations towards you that you rushed the whole.
I mean, I had to. I quite literally had to. I didn't have a choice. I mean, I guess I did have a choice, but it was heavily encouraged that I do so to get it out.
But wouldn't you been afraid to give people misinformation on certain key points, thereby making your whole claims?
What do you mean misinformation? What are you referring to?
I'm talking about like rushing the investigation, like by you just.
No. It was not rushed. I looked into it for like a whole year. It was making the videos and getting them out there. In fact, I never even planned on making the video myself and talking about it. I was trying to give it to someone else at the time, or I think when I started out, I think at one point I did think about just like probably just making a video myself or something, but I was trying to give it to other people, hence the Bryant Moreland stuff.
Okay. So I do have a question in the chat. They ask, can you explain the emails that Rolling Stone has shown on Chart Stream then? Those are fake?
Which one? You mean the DMs on Instagram from Mike Clum or whatever?
It just says, can you explain the emails that Rolling Stone has shown on Chart Stream then?
Yes, I literally could explain that. But then again, that's what I was going to explain. But I need to have the evidence ready that I know is out there to support my claims.
Okay.
But yeah, so in other words, that did happen. I had no knowledge and I had nothing to do with it. And that's what I was going to explain.
Okay.
But they're saying that I did that. And I never had anything to do with it. Had no knowledge of it. Didn't coordinate it. And that's the thing, is they literally don't have evidence that I did any of that. And I guarantee, the only thing that they have to show is Bryant Moreland was referred to me from an Instagram account. And that was done by people, which remained anonymous, by the way. Mm-hmm. And basically, they had told me what was going on, and I just was trying to tell Bryant Moreland, don't go to the documentary. And so, all of a sudden, because I'm the only person that showed their face and name, they're saying I did these things. That's quite literally what it is. It's actual slander.
Was it, so you were saying that you had to rush everything regarding the Mike Clum documentary. Was the documentary ever released, to your knowledge?
No. It was supposed to be released. And I know it was supposed to. And I can literally source someone. I can literally source Bryant Moreland himself. Although I don't have, the screenshots or whatever it is, but it came from Bryant Moreland. And I didn't talk to Bryant Moreland. It was, the people that were collaborating with law enforcement.
So you say you have proof, but you say there's proof, but you don't have the proof.
I'm saying there's proof of I was in contact with so there's proof that shows of what I'm saying, but I don't actually have what?
No, continue.
Okay.
I apologize for interrupting you. You were saying?
Okay, so what I'm saying is there is evidence that supports what I'm going to claim, because there are some pretty big claims I'm going to be making. But again, I'm not going to throw around I'm not going to reveal a single person that talked to law enforcement that had to do, that were collaborating with law enforcement about. I'm not going to reveal anybody.
Oh, which is fair. You should always keep your sources to your chest. That's fair. But like,
Yeah.
Are you given a timetable of when you will be doing this video? Because as
I mean, pretty much I've been busy looking at a lot of stuff. I've been working on this as well. That's what I've been building up for, is that video. Quite literally, I had to call city halls and police departments to try to find that document, because I know supposedly there's a document out there that would show that, you know, certain claims that I am making or would make.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to find where the document is, because I don't know where it came from. I just have been told that it exists somewhere.
Silly question, but like, if people are telling you a certain document exists, wouldn't said people have the access to said document?
I was never shown the document.
I'm not saying you were shown the document. I said you were told, you were informed, right? That
they don't want to talk to me anymore, because the whole thing that happened with the tweet that I made about the Steven Azart guy. Because, you know, they specifically were telling me, oh, don't bring attention to this, don't bring attention to this.
Okay. So these people are not talking, the people that came to you regarding this document are not talking to you anymore.
Well,
because
no,
of the tweet.
that was not a main focus point. That was that was something that they mentioned at one point in time.
And yeah, and then you're trying to follow up with this document. You're saying that you're calling.
If I'm able to find the document, then there are certain claims that I am going to make in the video. Although it is separate and it doesn't have to do with my circumstance, it does show that I did in fact talk to people that were collaborating with law enforcement. Because how would I know that this document exists and that it's public record? You know what I mean?
If it's public, is it a FOIA type of document?
I honestly don't know, but what I do know is apparently it was some kind of motion to dismiss. And I can't say who filed it or who. We just have to wait and see if I can find it. That's what I'm looking for. If I can't find it, I'm just gonna have to say like what I've been told. And then maybe someone else will be able to find it. I have no idea.
But wouldn't that be hearsay? Like you've taken all this time to build a case.
Well, that's not the only thing, though. That's not the only thing. I have a picture that Bryant Moreland literally sent, and it wasn't to me. It was, I'm assuming it was a decoy or something. I don't know. Supposedly, that's how, they knew when the documentary was coming out in the first place. And then supposedly, what's his name? Mike Clum, as you call him or whatever. He was uploading pictures of him editing the documentary to his Patreon. So, that is how I knew.
So someone had provided you screenshots of Mike Clum editing the Brian Moreland documentary from his Patreon.
No, I have not seen anything about the documentary. I've just been told certain things about it, and the source was Bryant Moreland himself.
Okay. So now it seems like, have you also been working on the Mr. Beast Kris Tyson video investigation as well?
What?
Have you been also continuing your investigation with the Kris Tyson Mr. Beast situation?
I mean, in regards to specifically Kris Tyson, I don't know what else there'd be to investigate. I mean, it's already what is there to investigate at this point? The only thing that there would be to investigate is Jimmy, and from what I can tell, Everything has been put out there pretty much. I mean, I imagine there's probably more, but I'm not really investigating Jimmy. I mean, I could, but well, what's the point? I mean, I haven't seen any weird behavior from Jimmy himself other than the fact that, like, he knowingly hired a registered sex offender and that he was in the server with, like, the kids present in the server. So, I mean, you are right. I guess that is, like, really weird and would need to be, like, looked into, but...
Tackle? Like, wouldn't that be something to tackle? I mean, I would figure that there'll be something that that could be correlating to your expose against Kris Tyson, I mean, because it seems like you're doing this Brian Moreland thing. You spoke about Kris Tyson, and yet you don't want to.
I was not a part of the. So I was not a part of the people that were collaborating with law enforcement. I was not a part of that. They just saw the video I made of me saying that, there's this content figure that was talking inappropriately to a minor, and I was trying to have Bryant Moreland try to get out that information, and then they saw that, and of course I was contacted by quite a bit of people, and one of the,
But Prism, if you are contacted by people, if you're being told situations you had...
They were able to verify it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to...
Okay, therefore you are a part of the you're not intimately involved, but you're a part of it. That's what I'm
I guess, if that's how you want to look at it.
I mean, you're being told it. Anyways. So, with that being, what is your overall view of Brian Moreland?
He's a terrible person. Like, he actually needs to be behind bars.
Okay. So you do believe that he belongs to...
Yes, he should be behind bars.
Okay, and this whatever you're doing with EDP or Brian Moreland,
I have not interacted with him in a very long time. Even before the Mike Clum documentary.
Sorry. I'm not saying that you interacted with him.
What?
I'm not saying that you shook hands with him.
That's not what I was trying to say. I'm saying that even when I had made that video, I didn't even talk to him for many months at that point. So,
what do you hope to with your research and your investigations and everything? What do you hope to accomplish?
Well, I mean, that's the thing is with the Kris Tyson stuff, I was trying to accomplish getting the information out there. But okay. I mean, now I'm a journalist, and I'm just trying to do journalism at this point. But I'm not. I imagine there's a lot to talk about, so I'm just trying to do investigative journalism at this point.
Okay, but my question is, what do you hope to accomplish with the Brian Moreland situation?
What do you mean? I'm not even talking with them anymore. They don't want to talk to me.
But you're saying that you were trying to find a documentation of regarding...
Oh, with that, okay, yeah. So if I'm able to find the document I'm looking for, it'll just be undeniable proof of some of the claims that I'm making.
Okay, so again, I'm going to ask the question. What do you hope to accomplish with proving your claims right?
Well, it's just supporting evidence for the claims that I'm making.
Okay, but what? So you're right. So okay, if you're right, then what? What you just want to put the
Well, I'm just addressing false allegations that are made against me, because I guarantee if you ask them, it's like, so the proof that you have, is that proof of just association, or did this guy actually, did he operate this account, or did he fake photos? And they have no evidence that ever even suggests that I did that, because I had no part. I didn't even know that was going on. To me, what happened was I was talking on the cell phone, and a person who was collaborating with law enforcement, or that had talked with law enforcement before about the Brian Moreland thing, was telling me about this guy Mike Clum, and he's doing this documentary. And then, of course, I throw my hat in the ring, and I'm doing a favor, which I'm not going to get into all the details, and I just they refer Bryant Moreland to me, and I just try to convince them not to do the documentary as well. And then I'm the only person that showed their face and name, and he just says, "Oh, well, he did all of that," and I didn't even know any of this was going on. So it was actual slander. I think I saw a part of that stream. Stephen Azark outright said, "Oh, it's verified, it's confirmed. He did that." And yeah, it's bullshit because it was never verified or confirmed. If someone verified or confirmed it, they're a liar. They literally have no way to say that I did that because I had no part of that. I didn't even know that it happened.
Okay. Few things I wanted to a few things I want to point out from what you said. Now, you say you want to be a journalist, you want to get the information out there, whatnot, right?
Well, I didn't want to be a journalist. It's just so happened that what I did was journalism. So it's like, all right, so, I guess okay. I'm a journalist now.
What are you, Prism? Like, are you?
Well, I've kind of earned the title of journalist. So
okay, so you're a journalist, right? You're doing journalism.
I mean,
right?
I guess so.
No, okay, fine. Okay, you're okay. You're a journalist. Okay. Here's my question to you. Whatever you want to define it as, you want to get information out there, yes or no?
You opened it up and combined
well, I didn't hear what you said.
Do you... Okay, but you want to get information out there. You want to look into stuff and you want to get the information out there, correct? General sense.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
But, I'm just trying to do journalism. I don't know what more you want me to say.
My question is this. Then why was it that... I do have a question regarding the lyrics interview. Why was it that you agreed to do the lyrics interview and then you just ended up doing a
because that was not a pre-recorded message. I literally just muted my mic and then I just read off a script. It's because literally I could see it coming from a mile away. He is setting up a hostile interview, and he was. Smaggle was trying to convince me to go in to do the interview with lyrics, and it is so obvious that it was. You could literally see it a mile away. Hostile interview, and I was right. That's what he was trying to do, was set me up for one.
To be fair, I saw it. I saw the beginning of the lyrics interview. I saw him.
Did you see the Jake Weddle interview? Jake Weddle, he actually decided to agree to the interview with what was it, Lyrics and Smaggle again? Uh-huh. And yeah, they did a hostile interview for him. That would have happened to me if I stayed.
Wait. So you're talking about pushing back on your points is hostile? That's
what you pushing. That's not. No, you know what he's doing there.
Listen, I've seen lyrics.
No, so, I know. It's sort of like with the whole Smaggle thing. Okay. When I was in that Chud Logic stream, he literally just rambled over the whole time. I didn't get a chance to speak, and that was so he could make me look bad. And then he said, "Oh, you botched this. You messed it up." And yet he didn't even sat there, and he didn't even wait to see how it would play out. And guess what? It wasn't botched.
Quick question: are you accusing them of lying about you by faking being an employee of Mike's?
100%. If Mike Clum ever claimed that, or Stephen Azark, they are 100% lying.
Okay, so it's not so. Wait, so somebody in my chat says so. It's not slander. If what you said is...
Yeah, well, yes, it is slander, because Stephen Azark literally came on stream and said it with his voice. So it would be slander.
Okay, because I feel as though, if you felt as though that the interview wasn't going to go your way, don't you think...
No, it's not wait.
Don't you think, in the general senses, forget the names, forget whatever... Don't you think that it is unprofessional to mute your mic, read off a script, and then leave?
Unprofessional. My view about that is me and Lyrics were both being petty, I mean, that's kind of why I invited you to this server, because that's kind of what I'm going to do from now on, is I'll just have people on a server, and then I won't have to try to pull like a Smaggle, basically. But that being said, if someone is going to set up what is very clearly a hostile interview, I'm going to waste their time. I'm not going to be friendly with that person.
Okay, fair
They
enough.
do not have good intentions. It is so obvious. I mean, did you see the interview with Jake Weddle?
I saw the interview with Jake Weddle.
And how did that go? That wasn't an interview with good intentions. That was an interview with bad intentions.
What do you mean by good intentions? I'm
good intentions.
So
okay. It's sort of like.
Do you want the person to just give softball questions all the time or push back? I'm confused at what you mean by hostile interview.
Okay, so I guess I'll have to explain what a hostile interview is.
Please
so there is things such as a regular interview where they're just trying to get someone's view about something or answers to something, and then there's an interview where they want to portray someone in a bad light intentionally. So they say, so how did it feel when you lied about this guy? You know, they'll say a question like that, and then they'll go, no, you did this. And if you go to the Jake Weddle interview, they do precisely these things where they're just hammering the guy over and over again. That is not an interview with good intentions. That is an interview with bad intentions. They're against Jake Weddle. They're not his friend. They're not there to just have an honest and open discussion. They're there to hammer him and make him look bad. That is what a hostile interview is. I think I have clearly explained what it is now.
Okay, so fine. That's your definition of a hostile interview.
I think that's a lot of people's definition of a hostile interview.
That's, like I said, let's not go. I wouldn't want to go into semantics. Also, can you also address to my audience regarding the lava situation? Because
what situation?
That you promised Lava an editing job, and
no, it quite literally was. So again, so this person contacted me. He doesn't want me to say his name anymore, but I'll just mention it once. You know, I'll just say V guy. You know, Vertius, whatever. He needed someone to edit, and so I'm like, all right. I'll get him to edit. And then he never made me content. And I know, what was that guy, Oompaville, he said that I promised him money for that. And the thing is, I tried multiple times to contact this guy over a course of many months or so. He never even saw that until after the Kris Tyson thing came out. He was not under the impression that I was going to, be giving him money just for even talking to him.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no situation.
So I see in my chat they're making a claim that that's an unethical premise. How would you respond to that?
Unethical premise. I literally was getting out information about a guy talking inappropriately to a minor, or messaging inappropriately. Sorry, my bad. Let me change that. Messaging. Unethical. I mean, I'll just say, okay.
Anyways, okay. So overall, let me ask you this, Prism. Like, after you finish wherever it is you are wanting to accomplish with your digging, your information dump, like, what other stuff are you interested in covering besides?
I think you might have seen I covered the guy. What was it? I'm trying to remember the guy's name. The guy that was involved in swatting all those government officials, and he was a Kiwi Farms user allegedly. Yeah, there's a lot of criminal stuff going on Kiwi Farms, and they've never been held accountable, not once. No one's ever done it the right way. So I think I might actually just like talk about that in the future, but I'm not going to say anything about that. OPSEC. If you know what OPSEC is.
Please explain what OPSEC is.
It's operational security. It's a term.
Oh, okay.
It means I'm not going to talk about it.
That's totally fair on that. That's totally fair.
Yeah, just trust me on this. There's a lot to talk about, like a lot.
I mean, I would have to take you at your word, sir, because I feel as though that there's a lot you're withholding, maybe
Yes.
for good reason. And,
Yes.
Hopefully, hopefully you're able to find the information that you are looking for.
I've already found like a lot that is like that I'm going to talk about in regards to like things that would be considered illegal. It's just a matter of actually like reaching out to people, and because now like it's become this much larger thing now, because someone I reached out to, like I didn't tell him to do this, but he already wanted to do this, because now like I'm not going to say who it is against or what it is, because like I'm just going to disconnect this from Kiwi Farms for a moment, and I'll just keep all this anonymous. There's like someone that wants to sue someone else, and I have to like make sure that I get everything straight and get everything in the right order, if that makes any sense.
No, it does. Like I said, you are trying to make sure you don't rush anything, and
Well, it's because I had to look into multiple different things, multiple different people, and at the same time, like I was talking to this guy who wants to sue someone else, and it's just been a lot of work. I haven't really uploaded anything in like 3 weeks, so.
Yeah, like I said, it seemed like you are very hard at work at that. Okay.
Well, also I think I haven't really been active either. Recently we got hit by the hurricane too, so for like half of this week I haven't really been able to do much.
No, understandable. You're trying to make sure that your home is all situated and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a hurricane. I mean, you don't want it to. I mean, your stuff is more important than internet drama. To be fair, So with that being said,
I mean, I thought we were going to talk about the lyric stuff.
Yeah, you just stated that the lyric stuff was
No, the lyric stuff about like apparently there were allegations against him being a weirdo.
What do you think?
I don't know much about that. That's why I was trying to look into it.
You're not familiar with the lyrics allegations?
No. I saw some stuff about it, and it's because, remember, I said I was looking into Kiwi Farms stuff. A Kiwi Farms user actually had linked Mr. Sin's video, and I saw that, and I'm like, oh, wait a second. Hold on, what is this?
Okay, so essentially with the lyrics and stuff, back in 2020, originally Salvo Pancakes had pointed out that lyrics had a Twitter that had a whole list of lolly likes of really compromising pictures of young children.
I think I saw that. I saw that in like a video. But I mean, there's not really like a Google Drive full of all the documents of like every tweet or something. So we're only getting like people that just skim.
No, there's actually Mr. Sen did a video on it, and there's also another gentleman by the name of Vice Holla.
Vice Holla?
Vicehella. He also did one about lyrics too, where he goes over the pictures as well. But
Okay.
yeah, so essentially, there is information regarding that, and he scrubbed his whole
I
from
see.
his original Twitter account, and
Do you
people are now
think do you think that that is the reason why he was trying to set up a hostile interview against me? Because I don't know, maybe he was upset about the Kris Tyson lolicon thing. I have no idea.
See, I cannot really speak to what his intentions were, because again, when I watch lyrics do any type of interview, he's not the type of person to push back on anything. Your perception is different, that's fair, but what I'm telling you is that when I see lyrics interview anyone, it's not like he screams or yells or whatever the case is. He tries to keep it one-on-one, unless it's someone he doesn't
What
hate.
was the Jake Weddle thing? Well, what happened with that?
Well, I have similar issues with Jake Weddle too. I feel as though that Jake Weddle basically was someone that got bought out, and now
Bought out by who? Oh, Mr. Beast. Yeah.
Yes, he got bought out by Mr. Beast, and the argument was there was a video that Jake did previously before he did the other video about I called Mr. Beast on a call where he said verbatim, "I don't need your money. I don't need you to apologize to me." And then that particular video, he got both of those things. He got apology, and he's got monetary compensation. Now again, when you see someone say one thing and get another, in my opinion, my definition of hypocrisy is that. So it would behoove someone to point that out, because if you don't point that out, then what's the point of the interview? What's the point of discussing the issue? Because if all people want are fluff pieces, you might as well just have your
No,
own platform and just talk
it's
by
not a
yourself.
fluff piece. It's literally just asking questions and getting a response.
Right.
It's not hammering someone to try to make them look bad. I know the difference.
Like I said, when someone is, from what I saw from the interview, I felt as though there was avoidance when it came to Jack Weddle, like he didn't really want to answer the questions. But again, you have autonomy on your product, on your brand, Prism, and if you felt as though that you were going to be messed over with, in my personal opinion, I wouldn't have done what you did. I wouldn't have muted and read off from a script and then ran off, because at the ending of
I know. At the time, I probably should have just made a server and just had them come on, and then if they ever tried to do that, I could just cut the interview short.
Or you could have just, yes, like I said, but I'm just saying, at the time, because I'm not here to denigrate your actions. I'm not here to it's whatever. It's your brand. You could do whatever what you want with your brand. I'm just saying
Well,
that
I don't know why people call it brand. I mean, I get why people call it that, but I'm just doing journalism.
You went on Prism. You went whatever the case is. Like I said, you did what you did, whatever the case is, and again with the whole the chart stream where you again. I felt as though that I feel as though at the end you were just trying to portray information. You're trying to get information, however you want to say it, and that's great. I mean,
What do you mean get information from who?
you're trying to compile information. Well, however you want to, whatever you're doing with the videos
Compile
you do,
from who?
Prism. All I'm saying is that you're getting information. You're looking into things.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I agree.
Okay, thank you. So, like I said, that's what you're doing. That is how you. That's what you've been doing. And like I said, I like your videos. I like how you are trying to be as fair as you can in the video content that you're making. Um, a question to you now is, have you ever thought about
Right.
like live? Have you ever thought about live streaming or
I mean,
any of your
I
content?
have, like, way in the past, but I'm not really sure if I'm a fan of live streaming. I mean, I could, but I don't even know what I would live stream, really.
Okay.
I mean, I could consider it.
Okay. So, uh, we're just winding down here. Chat, do you guys have any questions for Mr. Prism that you would like to ask? Ask if he has. Is there any
What?
other no.
Ask if I have what?
Well, I have one of my regulars. He says, ask if he has ever been educated in journalistic standards. That is
I mean,
one of.
well, see, the thing is, what I was trying to do was try to get something done by any means necessary. Like, I'm trying to reduce as much unnecessary collateral damage as possible. But other than that, like, I kind of don't need someone to, like, say that, like, for example, if I were to go, wait, so, well, I don't know what they mean by that. Like, from who? Like, I'm trying to, like, talk about it, but I don't know what ethical standard they're referring to, because there's not one. I'm pretty sure multiple people have made different kinds of multiple standards.
To quote, because what he does is extremely unethical and would get any journalist at left, right, fire for.
Well, I don't work for CNN. I don't work for MSNBC. So.
Right.
I don't get, what is their concern exactly.
Their concern is just essentially about the lava stuff, because
I mean, what about it?
Because you said because there was a job for lava to do editing, and
I mean,
wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, the guy didn't make any videos. I don't know, like, what to say. He still hasn't even made any videos since then.
But why? But with my chat there, it's like, why even bring up the idea? Why? Because it feels
because
like
he quite literally said that he needed to use an editor, and I'm sitting there and I put two and two together, and I'm like, all right.
And you traded. Okay,
he just never made any videos. I don't see, like, why I'm getting the flack for it.
Because you're the one that brought it up. You're the one that put the offer on the table, and now there's nothing on the table, and it seems like you got something that you wanted, and the other person didn't get what they wanted. So that's.
I mean, I don't think he'd want to make videos for him now.
Right, but again, do you not see the issue? It's like if someone promised you something. But then
wouldn't that be an issue with him? Not LavaGS, but like the other guy, not with me, like the guy that wanted to have him as an editor.
But you got something in return, though. You got something. But yes, you got something, and they got nothing. That's what they mean by unethical, sir. Do you not see it? I couldn't.
But then wouldn't that be on the other guy, not me?
Again, do you not understand? You got something. You got what you wanted. They didn't get anything else. So again,
because he didn't make any videos.
Okay, so shouldn't
what's the point that you were making?
Quid pro quo, meaning you got something, they didn't get anything, and like it would be an even transfer.
Okay, well, he didn't get anything because he didn't make any videos. So I'm not responsible for him making videos.
So you didn't think to like compensate the person in some way? They gave you something that you needed, and you just like, oh the other person just didn't give anything, so it's not my problem. That's unethical. That's wrong. Do you not see that?
I mean, I guess you could argue it might be unethical. I don't know.
Is it or is it not? No guessing. We're not playing 20 questions. Is it or is it not unethical?
Okay, so if I go to the park and I put up a mic in people's faces and I say, hey, would you mind if I ask you questions? Do I have to pay them?
If you're trying to get something from someone...
Let's say I'm at a job fair and I start asking people questions at a job fair, do I have to pay them for asking questions? And I never even said I'd pay him. I said that in the Twitter message, but he never even saw that until after the Kris Tyson video.
Did you bring it up again?
No.
Okay then. Also another thing is that with this whole thing about you telling Brian not to do the documentary, it's like you're trying to sabotage the documentary for what reason?
No. Okay. So you want me to just go ahead and say the reason for it?
Say what?
They were suspicious. They were suspicious that Mike or John. They were suspicious that John was going to give him money, and they also didn't want him to be put in the spotlight again because he's still talking to minors to this day, allegedly, according to them. And so apparently, and I'm not going to make any claims, but like I'll admit that I did get the numbers mixed up before because I got the number mixed up for how much he spent on the Boogie documentary with the Bryant Moreland thing. But allegedly, according to them, they claim that he did in fact go through with it, and claims that he did it for free, but supposedly he paid him, and that one was told to me plenty of times. Or not plenty, but more than once. I know it was more than once that they had mentioned that supposedly he went through with it and he gave him money.
Gave Ryan money?
Yeah.
Okay.
Supposedly John did. I don't know how true that is. I don't have the information that they have, but I'm just telling you, that's what I was told.
So, let me ask you this question. Were you okay with Boogie getting paid for the documentary?
I don't care. I mean, like I said, I was just doing a favor for them because they wanted to help me out with trying to get out the information about Kris Tyson.
And so the reason why you didn't want Brian to do the documentary, and I'm just asking.
Well, because they're it was just doing a favor. They were already trying to do that, and they couldn't convince him, and I was like a last resort, basically.
To pay him to do the documentary, essentially. No,
not to pay him, so that he wouldn't. So basically, he wouldn't be put in the spotlight again and get a bunch of money. Because I can't really talk about a whole lot of stuff that I've heard. But supposedly... Wait, hold on, wait, let me finish.
Okay.
Allegedly, according to them, I have been told that he has actually talked to minors and tried to, convince them to, that he was going to purchase them like an airline ticket and try to fly them out to see him. And I don't know if that's true or not. But I do believe them because of the other stuff that I do know. So, him actually being paid a large sum of money is kind of concerning. But I get it, it's his money, whatever. I was just doing them a favor. And I literally was just trying to convince him not to go. That was it. And there were other people that were convincing him not to go. And I was just the last person that they contacted.
Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Let's see. Anyone else? Let's see. Anything else in the chat? Okay. Well then, Prism, thank you so much for coming by. I really do appreciate you taking the time and effort to to do this interview.
Sure.
If anything, what there's one more question. One of my chat says, why? Ask Prism why he believes that he is above standards for reporting on
Above
the story.
standards? Are they law enforcement?
Let me finish the question, please. Why he believes that he is above standards for reporting on the story when he broke it. That's the question that was asked.
What does that even mean?
If you could just make the question a bit more direct, if you can, please. 1 second. I'll just have my my chatter be a little bit more direct. Oh, that's hello, Cube. I'm waiting for my chat to be more direct on that thing. But yes, like I said, when the documentary does come with EDP, it'll be with it.
I don't even know if he's gonna upload it because he's definitely gonna have to exclude quite a bit of footage. Let me just say that. At least regarding another person, and that's something I was going to talk about in the video.
Okay, so he fixed the thing. Why are you not able to handle people holding you accountable for fucking up your story by giving lava?
Oh yeah, holding me accountable. Yeah.
May I please finish the question before anything, please? Thank you.
Holding me accountable, sure.
Let me finish the thing, please.
No, I think it's really funny. I think it's really funny. Sure.
Why are you not able to hold people? I'm sorry. Why are you not able to handle people holding you accountable for fucking up a story by giving Lava GS a false pretense for a job, then turning it into
false pretense? He just didn't make any content. What do you mean false pretense for a job? He didn't make any content. He had real intentions of hiring him. That's a dumb question.
Let me see how else.
Yeah, I mean, there's your answer.
To get the story. Okay. But yeah, but yes, if there's no other further questions, like I said, Prism, thank you so much for coming by. Like I said, I hopefully when your video does come out, it does.
Yeah.
It does
well, because there are some things, like I do have a photo. Your real question is, how did I get the photo? And that's one of the points I'm going to bring up is, how did I get this photo? And that is like one of the supporting points.
Okay. 1 second. Okay, so yes, hopefully the whatever does come out from the documentary from EDP it works out. But yes,
I highly doubt, like, if he's going to upload the EDP documentary, he's going to have to cut out like a chunk of it. That's quite literally what he's going to have to do. I know he apparently was working on a DSP documentary, but canceled it. So he might have canceled the EDP documentary. Potentially.
You heard that from your sources?
I don't know if he canceled it, but it was already supposed to come out. And in the video, if I make it, you'll find the reason that it didn't come out. At least, I can't guarantee that is the reason, but it seems like the most likely reason.
That there might be stuff that has to be cut out from the documentary.
Yeah. 100%.
That's something I have to keep my ear to regarding that, because I haven't heard. Like I said, it's been like a minute since I heard about the EDP stuff. Steven, the Steven person that you speaking about. He says, "Why are you always lying?" He says.
but I'm not lying. Really, if Steven Azark is in here, let me ask him a question. Why did he lie about me on stream? Because there's no proof, no evidence that I did any of that at all. Quite literally, the people that did that were the people that were collaborating with law enforcement about the Bryant Moreland thing. I had no knowledge of that at all. You are a liar for going on stream and saying that I doctored photos and claimed to be his employee. Like, quite literally, prove that I was the person that operated the account that did that. You can't prove it, because the only thing you can prove is that they referred Bryant Moreland to me because I was talking to them on the phone, and they told me, oh, hey, there's this guy, Mike Clum. Oh, there's this guy. We've been trying to get him away, Bryant Moreland away from this guy. And then I'm like, all right, sure, just send him my way. I'll try to convince him not to do it. And then quite literally, I get pinned for something that they did I had nothing to do with and no knowledge of it even happening. You are a liar and you slandered me. How about that? You didn't even say allegedly either. Yeah, you suck.
I mean, technically, you haven't. When you were talking about the Brian Moreland stuff.
Well, okay, well,
used the words
about the Steven Azark thing, burden of proof is on his end, so he has to prove that I did those things that he was claiming I did anyways, and he can't. He quite literally slandered me. He is a liar. And I'm not surprised, because, he sucks.
Alright then, like I said, thank you for joining in, thank you for joining in, I hope you have a wonderful day, and, yeah, so thank you.
Alright.
Alright.